Before You Can Book Me, we were penciling everybody in on like a paper calendar, and they weren't getting reminders, and we didn't have all the information we needed. So You Can Book Me really helped streamline our booking. And now we use it for everything: golf lessons, club fittings, indoor golf. And it's really automated everything. And I'm so grateful.
I'm here with Danielle Cote from Chris Cody's Golf Shop, and she's kindly agreed to be part of our customer showcase. So thank you very much, Danielle. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
So I am a store manager at one of our retail locations. So I manage all of the guys who work for us. Specifically at the retail store, we specialize in club fitting. So customers who are looking for new golf clubs, we help them figure out exactly what golf clubs they need, what shaft, head, lie angle, set makeup. There's a whole bunch that goes into it. So we help them figure it out, but our business does a little bit more than that. We also offer indoor golf. So in the winters, when it's snowy outside, people can come inside and use our simulators. We have 2 Top Tracer driving ranges, which have been a big hit. We offer golf lessons, club repair. We do a lot. We consider ourselves Connecticut's one-stop golf shop.
Is it right that your parents set up the business originally? Is that who Chris Cody is?
Yes, my dad is Chris and my mom is Donna. My brother Bryce actually works for the business too. He's at our Southington location where we also have a retail store and a driving range. And so he's kind of worked his way up too. So that's been fun to see.
What's the problem that you've become obsessed with? Like, what gets you up in the morning and think, right, this is what we're doing for people? Why are you doing what you're doing?
A lot of people don't realize how big of an impact the equipment that they play or that they use is impacting their golf game. We get a lot of people coming in who have golf clubs that are 20 years old and were passed down from their great grandfather or whatever the case is. And oftentimes the clubs aren't a great fit for them. What motivates us is seeing the improvement of these old 20-year-old golf clubs, and then they try something that is a much better fit for them. That initial first golf ball that they hit, and they're like, wow, that felt good.
How many sections are there to a golf club?
So we'll do irons. I have an iron right here.
Oh, excellent.
There's the head of the club.
Yeah.
There's the shaft.
Uh-huh.
There's the grip.
Okay.
There's the length of the club. There's the lie angle of the club, which is how it sits this way. Okay. So we can bend it that way. There's the loft of the club, which either, makes the face stronger or flatter or weaker, rather. So those are just a couple examples of what we can do to modify a golf club. We look at a lot of different data when we're doing a club fitting based off of how you swing.
So what drives growth for your company? Where do you get customers from? Is it word of mouth? Do you do marketing and advertising? How are you driving that?
Mostly word of mouth. We haven't done any paid advertising in years, simply because we have so much demand and we can't even keep up with it. So there's no need to advertise at this point.
And so what keeps you up at night? What do you worry about in terms of from a business point of view?
What I worry about the most is keeping up with the demand. And that is what keeps me up at night. How are we going to do more fittings? How are we going to just improve? Right now, we're 2 weeks out for club fittings. And so when somebody calls in and they're like, hey, I want to get on your schedule. Okay, awesome. It'll be the 2nd week of August. That's tough. That is what keeps me up at night. How do we become more efficient at this? How do we get more people in the door faster? But that comes with hiring more people and having more space and that sort of thing.
What's the best piece of business advice you could give to someone?
We consider ourselves Connecticut's friendliest golf shop. And my best piece of advice would be to treat your customer the way you would want to be treated. Say something goes wrong, you want it taken care of right away. You want it addressed in a quick, respectful, responsible manner. And so my advice would be when something goes wrong, it needs to get taken care of immediately. And the customer is always right.
Yeah. So what led you to YouCanBookMe? What was the problem you were trying to solve?
Before You Can Book Me, we were penciling everybody in on like a paper calendar, and they weren't getting reminders, and we didn't have all the information we needed. So You Can Book Me really helped streamline our booking. And now we use it for everything: golf lessons, club fittings, indoor golf. And it's really automated everything. And I'm so grateful.
So what I noticed and what I loved was your booking form is really specific. Are you left-handed or you right-handed? What kind of slide shaft and stuff? So now I understand why, but how does that help you? How does it help your customer experience? But how does it help your fitter?
Even before the customer gets there, are you right-handed or are you left-handed? We have to switch bays depending on what dexterity they are. So if they're right-handed, which like 90% of people are, then, we need the bay set up for a right-handed golfer. But if they're lefty, we have to flip-flop everything. So that notice is super helpful, so that we can kind of do that in advance. It's also super helpful to know what they're getting fit for. Like if they're looking for irons as opposed to a driver, those are just two different avenues, and it helps the club fitter kind of prepare for that fitting, knowing, okay, this is what I should already have in the bay as opposed to a driver. They need different supplies.
And you also embed it on your website, right? So you allow people to book directly from your website. And how have you found that? Has that been helpful in terms of like reducing phone calls and things like that?
Yes. Now we don't have to take the time to answer the phone for fittings. We can answer the phone and we know that it's going to be a more specific question. They want more information on clubs or lessons, or they're following up on their order and that sort of thing.
Do you use any of the integrations? Do you have a CRM or anything that you use that you send You Can Book Me data to another place or?
We use Shopify for a point of sale, which is pretty new for us. I haven't really explored any of those connections, but I do use Zapier to connect. So any booking that gets made, that customer profile, if you will, gets added as a customer in our Shopify so that we're able to save all the customers' information. And when they come in for their fitting, we don't have to type in their email again. We don't have to type in their phone number again.
So what would you say, like, how is You Can Book Me kind of impacting? Are you saying your customers are happy using it? You don't get any concerns with that? And what about in your business operations? Obviously, you've said it's helped with some of the efficiency. What kind of impact have you seen there? I know that it was there before you got there, but you lived the life before it anyway.
Yes, it has helped tremendously. If I think about all of these bookings that have been made online, and if we had to answer a phone call for every single one of them, I think I would lose my mind.
And how long would you say you'd stay on the phone with somebody?
Some people are like 2 minutes. Other people have more questions. They have to reference their calendar. Okay, well, we don't have that time, so on and so forth. So I would say push in 5 minutes, maybe longer, depending on how many questions they have.
And so do you know that you've taken, since this morning, 44,651 bookings?
Total? Oh my God, 44,000.
It's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot of bookings.
Mackerel. That is a lot. I didn't know that number.
So you average about 500 a month. And so would you recommend You Can Book Me to someone who came in and said, what should I do?
Yes. In fact, I have. We're a part of a buying group for other, similar golf businesses. And a lot of them don't have quite the same background as I do. And so in these roundtable discussions, when stuff like this comes up, I'm like happy to suggest You Can Book Me. I think it's a good tool for them. I think it's easy enough for them that they could book, create it on their own. And then even if they don't embed it, even if it's just like a link that goes to an external site, I think it helps them tremendously.
So I've got these lightning round of would you rather questions now. Would you rather throw out your phone or your laptop?
Laptop.
Would you rather get a new customer or double your sales to an existing customer?
Double sales to existing customer.
Would you rather speak at a huge conference or make a new sale?
New sale.
Would you rather work with a team of experts or passionate learners?
I think I would really enjoy both because I think I would get different things out of those experiences. I think I would learn a lot from the experts, but I think I'd get more fulfillment out of the passionate learners.
And would you rather be known for product quality or customer service?
Customer service.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to speak to you.
Okay, thanks, Kate. You too. Bye.